Good evening, everybody, and welcome to round 9 of the Hyperdrive Racing Series. It is Div 2 today here at the Circuit de Catalunya in Spain. And if Div 3 yesterday, if you have not watched that, then you're in for a treat because tonight should be just as chaotic with many storylines open coming into this weekend, which I will explain to you in a second. We will just get the stream shared out to the wonderful people of the Hyperdrive community so they can watch along. But if any of you did not tune into yesterday's Div 3 race, then there were 6 safety cars, rain, and all the battles you could wish for. So we're in for a thriller here today in Div 2. The tier above Div 3, and the faster, the better. We'll get the streams shared now so that people can tune in. But yeah, many storylines here coming into this race. The main one, obviously, is the championship picture at the moment. 2 people really running away with it. K5M5 and Jay Morris, who will be joining shortly. They are both running away with it. Jay Morris leads the title on 104 points and K5 on 101 points. So it's all to play for between them two. And a huge gap back to Mars and Flov, who will have to have a good result if they want to get themselves back into championship contention. Another big storyline on this weekend is the return of Drabzal in the Williams. Now, if any of you long watchers watch for a while, then you will know how quick this man is. And he's had an ankle injury for future races, but he's now back to sim racing. And I don't know how quick he'll be adapting to it, but if Flash is anything to go live, then expect him to start to throw some competitiveness into the mix. 15 out of 22 drivers this weekend so far. We are going to get a few more in, I think. But yeah, Div 3 very chaotic yesterday with 6 safety cars, rain halfway through, and Ruben Scott defensive driving leading to huge amount of battles. And it was brilliant to watch, apart from the safety cars, obviously, at the start. But do let me know who's here in chat, and do be spending your points. Just me on comms today. It would have been Rise as well, but he couldn't make it. His Wi-Fi was acting up. Hello, Devito. Hello, Rise. So, also to let you know that 2 drivers have quali bans for this race. Drabs Alva returnee, he had got a quali ban for failing to check in a number of times. And Idiot also impeding last time in Qatar, he also has a quali ban. So, them 2 will get knocked out in Q1. And it might be the only people, depending on how many people get in. KJ event. Don't worry, DeVito, I'm a very aware person. I've already lost my voice a little from the Fortnite event, which many of you, I'm assuming, have watched. Yeah, it was a very good event, and we'll see how this weekend's race compares to it. But full quiet looks at the minute, 16 drivers in. I think we just waited. No, Alex is in. So just need to find out who we are waiting on because there won't be many others. Maybe 2 more. So only Jay Morris we are missing. Now, we may end up doing short quali here because there's 17 right now, and we know the two drivers who are going out because Idiot and Dravstar with their quali bans, they're guaranteed, so we might end up doing. I'm just going to get a verdict on whether it should be full or short. So I've got a bit of a dilemma here. Okay, so we are going to do full quali. But everyone is just going to set one lap and then they will retire. So we already know the two people who are going out. Also, when we get in game, do just make sure all the game audio is all good. We are just making a agreement on full quali. Okay, so we are now readying up. So just to clarify, Q1 will happen, but we already know the two people going out, so everyone will set one lap and then just retire. Drabzal and Idiot will not set a lap, so they will be the ones knocked out. So we still have Q2 and Q3. Commentators go Shocklade. We have our Journey spending all the points today. We've got Journey and Comic we want to curse. So starting off with Shocklade. Now Shocklade, he's just absolutely incredible. I mean, he's just phenomenal. I mean, what do you mean? What else do you want me to say? He's just unbelievable. Winning last time at Qatar, and I would not be surprised if he goes out and wins the race again. Maybe extending his lead even. Won by 3 seconds last time. Let's make that 10 seconds because he's just too good. Yeah, no crashes whatsoever. Shocklade is going to do good. Comic as well. Even he had a good race. He swerved into Flav at turn 1, but who cares? I mean, he just wanted to give him a little bit of a challenge. And yeah, Comic also amazing. I wouldn't be surprised if he won as well. Maybe a 1-2 for both of them. But yeah, Comic, he's amazing. He won't crash, and they'll both do amazing. DeVito wants a reverse Comic, so Comic is absolutely dreadful. Comic is horrible. Who would actually support Comic? He's so bad, and that's why he's going to crash out every single turn. And he's just going to so bad. He's going to get 10,000 penalty points. He's going to become the F1 mad of Div 3, and yeah, he's just going to do terrible. Okay, there you go. There are your curses so far, and let's also hope the people abide by what we have said by setting one lap and then retiring. So Q1 underway, although it does not really matter. We'll get the people's one lap pace, and it'll be interesting to see what one lap pace people have. Let's get these graphics up. Also, I'll just confirm to you what the poll yesterday was. So poll yesterday was a 111.5, so that is what the drivers will be aiming for today. Hi babes, hi chocolate. But we have got cars out on track and excellence. Speaking of a 15.5, here is your pole sister from yesterday. Reserving in Div 2 once again. He's been renowned for reporting incidents that don't really mean anything, but here is excellence. Very speedy Div 3 driver and arguably Div 2 pace, really. No Death Star, I got in early, so I saw the event with my mates, and it was very good, not to brag, but yeah, I did see the event thankfully because I got in early. But yeah, this is why Div 2 is slightly delayed, because people did want to watch the Fortnite event, although many people actually didn't, because there was too much of a queue. But Excellence will be the first to set a lap, and I am only going to go and set one lap, every driver. So let's also make sure in chat that the game audio is all good. But let's ride on board with Excellence and take you through a lap of this circuit to Catalunya circuit surrounding the final corner. Don't go too wide and don't invalidate. So making your way down the straight, long DRS straight, the main overtaking spot on the track, then braking just after the 100-meter ball down into turn 1, 4th gear, swing it through the right, then flat out to the left, then a long right turn, keep steering right and more right, but then first sector split and then chucking it through turn 4 down to 4th gear on the exit. Don't spin it too much, gets on the power nicely, then into turn 5, hardest braking zone on the track, and on the exit down to 2nd gear, but still getting it through all nice and clean from the Mercedes. Then into turn 7, a little wide there, don't go on the exit curb, avoids it thankfully for him. Then flat out pretty much around turn 9, does get it through. Then the second DRS straight down towards the changed turn 10. Gets it round pretty nicely, a little bit wide on the exit, but then into it's a long right-hander. Don't get on the throttle too early, otherwise you'll spin it, but he doesn't. Now flat out round the new, instead of a horrible chicane, it's now nearly flat out. He does go flat out on the last turn. So nice final sector there for Excellence. Excellence comes to the line. It's a 112.9. That is what the rest are looking at. Tiger Gamer will be next across the line, but he is invalidated, so he will not be improving. The McLaren of Emu will be next across the line. He's on mediums, interestingly. So we'll see what the McLaren can do on those medium tyres. Emu goes fastest with a 112.5. Who will be next across the line will be Jay Morris, who's coming around the final corner. There's a little slow through there, still going to come to the line. He goes P3 behind his teammate, second in the championship. Alex goes fastest, just ahead of Emu. It will be next across the line. I think it will be the Alfa Romeo Flov starting a lap now. Here comes Tuj Steri. He's going to the line now. Tuj will go P5 as... oh, wait. Okay, I don't know what that is. But as K5 championship leader goes to the top by quite some margin. Ferrari 1-2, 112.1. Mars will be next across the line. What can he do in the Red Bull? And he goes P6. What can the Alpine Comic do now? The person I cursed earlier, it's clearly not working because he goes P2. The other Alpine, or the other Williams, I should say, they're just starting a lap. Or Soviet King went P5. The last person out on track is Tiger Gamer, and he goes P8. He done another lap on those tyres. So, just awaiting Jeezy and Bavish and I suppose both Williams are collie bands, ironically. So that'll be interesting to see both of them go through the order. But just Bavish, Jeezy, and Shocklade to set a lap now. But yeah, people start to retire. That is what we have discussed, as we already know who's going out. So what tyres did everybody do as times on? Would have been ideal to do your lap on the mediums. But most people are going softs. A few people did go mediums, but a lot of people are retiring knowing that they are safe. No, nobody else will go out because 2 people have bans, which is Drabsal and Idiots, and 15 people go through. Mitch Quintal was hydrating. Fair enough. Wasn't sort with it. Jeezy and Bavish will now set their laps. Just waiting on Shocklade to go out. Shocklade's going out now. And we'll see how Jeezy and Bavish are getting up to. What can Haas do this weekend? So Jeezy goes P6. That's a pretty good time on the mediums. What can Bavish do? We did free driver. He's currently on his lap. Thank you, DeVito, for the hydrate. So Alex is tired. We just wait for Bavish and Shocklade to set their laps, and then we will be moving on into Q2. So Bavish went P8 without lap time. So Shocklade will be the last one to set their lap. Oh yeah, Jundy, yeah, just read the chat and then you'll find out why. Jeezy coming in, he will retire. Bavish also on his in lap. Shocklade will be the last to cross the line, and he's on a soft, so we'll see what he can do. Last week's race winner, after all, so we'll want to carry that momentum through to this next race. Struggled in the championship, though. He currently sits only P6, even after that win. The J Morris and K5 running away with it at the minute. In the championship race, 4 points between them in J Morris's favour. But K5 will be liking his early pace with a 1:12.1. Shocklade, purple middle sector, so we'll see what the Avatari can do on this lap. Not that it'll matter. So everybody has retired apart from Bavish and Shocklade. Shocklade coming around the final corner. And he goes fastest. First time into the 111s this weekend. Shocklade has set the pace for Q1. Last person to cross the line. And Shocklade displaces K5 at the top. And carrying his momentum in Qatar through to Spain. So nice lap there from the AlphaTauri. So Bavish has retired, so we'll just wait for Shocklade to come into the pits, and then we will be good. And set for Q2, which will be normal qualifying session, 5 will be it. 5 will go out, and 10 will progress for Q3. And Q2 and Q3 will play out as usual. Shockwave setting the early pace. Ferrari's also looking quick. Comic obviously looking quick, and Emu's always up there. Alex has done well on those mediums with a 12.4, only 4 tenths off on that harder compound. Oh, and if somebody in chat can tell me what the weather is for this weekend, because I have no access to it. Our Shockwave retires, so we will be moving on to Q2. But if someone in chat can just tell me what the weather is for the race, that'll be very grateful. But here is your Q1. It had no effects, but Drav's an idiot with quali bans both go out in Q1. Everybody setting an unrepresentative lap time, really, so we can't really take much from this session. But a lot of people going through on the mediums because they know that this saves them a free set of tyres. But both Williams out in Q1 with their quali bans. 10% rain in all sessions. Okay, so that pretty much means it's going to be dry. But here is your Q1, but it's going to start to get interesting in Q2. So, Q2 is underway. 15 drivers, 5 knocked out, 10 will progress. But it's a very competitive field today, so I think we're going to have a few shocks no matter what, who goes out. You'd expect the likes of Babish, Soviet King, maybe Twujsteri as well, although Twujsteri did get pole in Mexico, so it's very unpredictable who's going to go out here. But the Alfa Romeo Flov looking to get out early. That's me. So Flov first out on track. He's got the Aston Martin of Babish right behind him though, so Babish might want to get a wriggle on. Going very slowly. Babish wants to get on with it. He goes ahead of Flov. Flov taking his time. But a flurry of cars are coming out on track. A lot of action. They want to get these laps in early. The McLaren of Twujsteri, he's now... Oh, chaos here down to turn 4. Loads of cars right next to each other. Babish though, first at the minute. Does Twuj want to try and overtake him? Okay, Fairman also wants to get on with it. Right behind Twuj. Does he want to try and make a move? He doesn't want that dirty air. Twuj lets him by. Babish though, still first out on track, so I think we'll stick with him to go for a lap in Q2. But forget Q1 ever happened. This is where the proper session starts. Everybody out on track, other than Excellence, who have stayed in the pits. So, interesting strategy there. But Babish will now come around the final corner and we'll go through another lap of this circuit to Catalonia. There's yellow flags in the last sector, but I think that's just people trying to get gaps. But here comes Babish down towards turn 1. Let's get the graphics enabled. And braking into turn 1. Cuts in nicely and swing it through the left-hander. Cuts back nicely around the right-hander. Nice first sector this looks like from Babish so far. And hard braking into turn 4, misses the apex a bit. Tries to carry the momentum round. Not aggressive on traction, but still gets it through nicely. Trying to maximise the track. Oh, Rise has asked for Spectate Comic, so we'll cut back to the Alpine. Who's been looking quick all this season, just hasn't been able to translate his speed into points too much. It is very close in the standings. Comet currently sits P7, tied on points with Shocklade, ironically. But we'll see what the Alpine can do on this lap. There's 4 cars in front of him, which will set a lap before. As Babish sets a 112.7, what can K5 do behind that? He goes to the top with 112.1. Twujsteri goes to the top now, the 112.0. Alex also does a 112.0, 2 milliseconds behind. What can Comic do in the Alpine? He goes up to P4 of a 112.6. Tiger Gamer displaces him in P4 of a 112.3. What can Flov do now coming to the line? He goes fastest with a 112.0 as well. Chocolate comes to the line. He goes P2. It's very close at the top. Yeah, barely anything separating the top 4. Clown of Emu. Can he match his team at the top? No, only P9. All out there from Emu. Meanwhile, Jay Morris second in the championship. Well, championship leader, actually, I should say. 4 points at a K5. I want to carry that on. And P3 is looking nice for him. The Alpine of Soviet King only P12. But that's P1 for G-Eazy and the Haas. 12-0 as well. So close at the top between these drivers. I'm Very Bad coming to the line. Only P13, 13-3. Excellent starting his lap. Is he going to get impeded by the Alpine? No, he's not. He actually got a little slipstream there, so that might have helped him. Oh, as Mars is out. Mars has retired. Mars has retired from the session. Now, I don't know if I missed that, but Mars is out. And third place man in the championship really could have done with a good result if he wanted to bring his championship campaign back on. But he is out in qualifying. He says he lost the rear when chilling in at fast chicane in Sector 2, so I think he's on about turn 7. So, big disappointment there for the Red Bull. And Mars out in Q2, the only Red Bull racing today. And that is a huge setback for him, so Mars is going to have to pull off a miraculous drive if he wants to salvage anything from this race. Excellent's the only person yet to set a lap time other than the retired Mars, so we'll see what the Mercedes can do. Excellence comes to the line now, and he goes fastest, and that is a time 1:11.8. Excellence, the Div 3 driver, goes fastest by quite some margin, considering when you look back, because it's second to 6th, second to 7th even, separated by less than a tenth, and Excellence breaks that trend and goes fastest by over a tenth. So Excellence looking quick, and can he take pole in both divs this season? I don't know if that's ever done before. Curse both Hasses. So, Idiot wants me to curse both Hasses. So, the Hasses are just amazing. I mean, they're last in the standings, sure, but that's just because of F1 Mads. Point deductions, Jeezy and Tiger have just been absolutely carrying this team, and they never crash, they never fail, they always win, and they're going to do it again. 1-2 easily, they're just the fastest pairing in the world. So yeah, Jeezy P2 right now, and he'll be happy with that. Tiger just wants to give the people at the bottom a bit of hope to think that maybe they can get through, but then he'll go to the top by 2 seconds eventually. Yeah, they're just too good, the Hasses, and they'll win again this weekend. But on a different note, it is incredibly close at the top. Apart from Excellence, second down to 7th, 0.08 of a second. And at a circuit like Spain, that is quite remarkable. Meanwhile, Tuishteri, he has gone out for a lap, but Babish is starting one. In the knockout zone, he wants to set another lap to get himself out of that drop zone quickly. Let's also check tyres to see what tyres those people did their laps on. Yeah, I'm not sure how graphic represents. I think it's what tyres the people currently have enabled in the garage. So I don't think that actually shows what tyres people set their laps on. Babish though, still on his lap. He's in the knockout zone now, but he's going to want to lift himself out. He's 3 tenths up, so this is a good lap from Babish so far. Here comes Babish to the line now. And he does improve, but only to P9. So he lifts himself out of the drop zone, but not by much. Tuishteri, meanwhile, I think he might have had an incident. He's 3 seconds down, and yeah, I don't think Tuju's going to improve. He's P6 right now, and whether that is safe enough to get through is a different question. But he is coming into the pits. The other Aston Martin of I'm Very Bad, coming out on track now to do a lap. He's last of the people to set a lap. Only 4 will be getting knocked out after Mars's incident. Both Alpines and Emu in the drop zone is a bit surprising, considering their pace, especially Comic and Emu. But now how quick they are. Oh, as I'm Very Bad. He was going to start his lap, but he went off into a gravel at the last corner. So he'll have to abort this lap and go again, but that'll put even more wear on his tyres, so that's not ideal for the Aston Martin. More people coming out on track, though, to set more laps, including second place man in the championship, K5, who isn't that safe with P8, but he did set on used tyres, so this may be new tyres for K5, and it is. Well, Mars, you said last to first incoming in Zandvoort last year, and you did, but then you also spun again in the race on the last lap. So, you know, part and parcel, so just try and keep it on track this time. But, anyway, K5 on new tyres. This is really going to be his pace shown at this track. So let's see what the Ferrari of K5 can do on these new tyres. His teammate L. Alex also coming out. I presume that's on new tyres as well. Oh, and that's wide from K5, and he's spinning out nearly at turn 3. And he's already had to abort his lap. So K5 is going to put a lot of wear on his tyres, and he's really getting risky here for Ferrari, because he can either pit now, and he's coming in a bit fine with the timing, and he might have to use another new set, or he can set his lap on the same set, which will already be a bit worn. So a very precarious situation here for K5, and P8 that's definitely not going to be safe. Meanwhile, people are starting to come back on track now to set their final laps of this qualifying session in Q2. And those at the back will certainly want to improve to progress into the last part of qualifying. We'll see what K5 does though. Is he going to pit, or is he going to stay out in a set time and go for another lap? He's going again, K5, so his tyres will be warm, but we'll see what he can do. He's going to come out into a bit of traffic though, a lot of cars coming out just as he's starting his lap. L. Alex also starting a lap. What do I think will be the cutoff? I think a 12-1. 12-1 seems reasonable. 12-1, 12-0, I reckon the cutoff will be. K5 3 attempts up through first sector. That's where he made the mistake last run, but he's nailed it this time. So what can K5 do? Three tenths up on his time. This is looking quick from K5. Oh, flicks it through there. That looked nice. We'll see the middle sector split. And he's 5.5 tenths up. This is a rapid lap from K5 M5. And he may have burnt his tyres a little. But here comes K5 now. And this could propel him to the top by quite some margin. Nearly flat out through the last corner, but coming to the line now. K5 goes fastest by quite some margin. 1:11.5, 3 tenths quicker from the nearest car. Alex didn't improve, as that is Tuj Sterry, who has spun on the exit of turn 5. He was improving, but now he has spun. But these are where the last few laps of Q3 are going to come into play. Comic starting his lap. Who else is on a lap? The Haas of G-Easy. He's also on a lap. A lot of people on laps now. Tiger Gamer also starting one. Babish about to start one as well. Who will be the first to cross the line? Shockley just about to start his. Soviet King will be the first to try and displace Tiger Gamer into that top 10. So what can Soviet King do in the Alpine? Rise will be cheering him on. Soviet King comes to the line and is only P12, so Soviet King is out in qualifying. Who will be next across the line? Jay Morris. He is currently on a lap, and he might be safe in P6, but just to guarantee it, he goes P2 with a 1:11.6. That's quick. Top 2 in the championship, first and second at the moment. Swoosh Sterry is just starting a lap now. What can I'm Very Bad do? He goes into the top 9, displaces his teammate. What can Emu do? He goes into third. That'll be more comfort for the McLaren. What can Alex do? He's coming into a pit, so that is all he's got. Flov has retired. Flov, I think, has crashed. So Flov could be out in this session. Is anybody else at the bottom on a lap? No, Tiger's gone off. Tiger's hit the wall. He won't be improving. I'm Very Bad. He's 2.3 seconds down. So I think that is your session. Oh, there's a bit of impeding going on there. A few more people are still on lap. Shockley slightly up. Shockley coming around the final corner, and he goes P4, displaces Excellence. Excellence just got to line time, though, so he's doing another lap, even though he's safe. But, yeah, nobody was improving. So Flov just about hangs on. Oh, okay, that was weird. But Flov does just about hang on to that Q3 spot. Both Aston Martins, Tiger Gamer, Soviet King, and Mars all out. And the 7th cutoff would be a 12.1, 12.0, and I was right about that. Tiger got impeded. Comic decides to spin out on the line because he's cool. Excellence is actually still on the lap, so we'll see what he can do. Oh, actually, he's backed off now, so he knows that he's safe. But yeah, K5 setting the pace at the minute, still over a 10th faster than the nearest car. But he looks like the one to beat, and he lost the championship lead for the first time since Belgium this weekend. Well, last weekend, I should say. And he's looking to get it back off Jay Morris. So it looks like a dead set fight between them two, but don't count out Emu or Shocklade. They are in hot pursuit. So that is your Q2. Both Aston Martins, I'm Very Bad and Babish, both out. Tiger Gamer, that's a bit of a shock in P13. Apparently got impeded, but well, the stewards will discuss that afterwards. Also out in P13. Comics teammate Soviet King also out. And Mars, another big shock. After an early crash, he goes out and only starts P15. Mars crashed K5 at the start of qualifying, so he didn't get timing. So that is your Q2, and we move on to the top 10 in Q3. So there we are, K5 setting pace over 10th clear of Jay Morris, championship rival. Emu less than 2 cents behind in third. Shocklade P4, Excellence P5, Div 3 driver. Once again showing his pace. Oh, are they up? So, Flov and Twusteri, after retiring at the end of that session, if I'm not wrong, because they're in a darker font there, they are out. So Flov and Twusteri have both been knocked out in rather strange circumstances. But along with them, it's I'm Very Bad, Babish, Soviet King, and Mars and Tiger knocked out. But that is quite a shock to the system. That means we only have 8 drivers left in Q3. So very controversial stuff there. And now, instead of a 10-car shootout, we have an 8-car shootout. Yeah, look, there we are. Only 8 cars left. So, quite strange circumstances here in Q3, but only 8 people left to try and get pole. Both Ferraris, a Haas, both Mercedes, an Alpine, a McLaren, and AlphaTauri. So, very interesting, which might get discussed with the stewards after this race. But for now, B08 vying for pole, and get your predictions in chat. Who will be getting pole? Or just name your top 3. But here's the AlphaTauri of Shockblade, who will come out on track first. Last week's race winner. This time, Twitch can't get pole, unfortunately. Which is sad. But at least I won't lose my voice this time, so that's good. Oh, Mars has left. I'll invite him back. And Twitch has left as well. What's going on? I have Ivan both, so let's hope to get them back in soon. But Shockblade will be the one to set the pace. J Morris is the only car in the pits at the moment. So Shockblade will be the first to set his lap. Here he comes down the main straight. Let's get the graphics on. Twitch series back in, which is good to see. And back Miles again, in case he... Oh wait, he says his Wi-Fi and the whole house is gone, so I can't rescue that. Shockblade still going well on his lap. Not had any huge snaps. So to confirm, that pole yesterday in Div 3 was a 11.5, so that has already been beaten, just about. But what can Shockblade do? Comes around the final corner, and he goes fastest for now, the 1:11.9. What can Emu do behind that? He's a 10th down in second with a 1:12.0. What can Comic do in the Alpine behind that? He comes to the line, and he goes fastest. That's a good lap time from Comic. Came out of nowhere from his pace. 11.7. What can Excellence do? Pole yesterday, and he's on provisional pole again. 1:11.6 from the Mercedes. Now, what about El Alex and the 2 Ferraris? What have they got? El Alex P3. What can K5 do? Second in the championship. Now goes to the top with a 1:11.4. That's the fastest time we've seen all weekend. Jeezy now to the line. He's P3 with a 1:11.6. And J Morris on his outlap. So that is all the laps so far. So right now it's K5 on provisional pole from Excellence. Pole yesterday. Jeezy P3, Comic P4, El Alex P5, Shockblade P6, and Emu P7. Emu won't be too pleased with P7. He'll want to improve. But J Morris, he's gone out at a different time to the others. So what can he do? Championship leader. And he won't want K5 gaining any more points on him this weekend. It's only 4-point advantage he's got. But Ferrari, this is a good chance for them to bounce back in the Constructors. With Alfa Romeo struggling this weekend, this is a good chance for them to retake back Constructors' championship lead. So what has J Morris got against his championship rival K5 and his teammate Excellence? Oh, not very much because he's sliding around out of turn 2. He just about keeps it on track, but that will have cost him time. Into turn 4, 21.7. It says purple, but I'm not sure it was. And then back to Mars, yeah. What? You're not there, Mars, so can't invite you if you're not there. But Jay Morris still going on his lap, even after that mistake at turn 2. What has he got in the middle sector? 50.4. See how that compares when he crosses the line. Still going strong though, Jay Morris. He's not giving up on this lap time. Coming around almost flat out last 2 corners. Jay Morris flicks it through. Big lift at the last turn. Jay Morris comes to the line and does go P2. So he displaces his teammate on the front row. And right now, it's the top 2 in the championship on the front row, but it's the opposite way around. And K5 will be loving the fact he's on pole, won't be loving the fact that his rival's right behind him. But 6 minutes left, halfway through the session. And those are your first 8 times. Only 2 lap times for each driver, I'm assuming. So I think we'll just have a period of nobody coming out on track until just a few minutes left of the session, and then the final laps will roll in. So will anybody go out early for their lap, or are they all just going to wait till the final moments? So get your predictions in before the last part of this session. Who's going to take pole? Max Verstappen became the youngest winner of a GP at just 18 years and 228 days old when he won the 2016 Spanish GP. Coincidentally, he pushed Sebastian Vettel off the top of that record, who came second place in that same race. One of the longest broadcasted races was also one of the... So, Excellence deciding that he wants to go out on his lap. Excellence pole yesterday, and he is going out before everybody else. So what can the Mercedes do? It's taking his lap very slowly. Emu also coming out on track now, and I think everybody will start to come out on track. Excellence is going to start his lap with quite a bit of traffic, so this could interfere with his lap a little, but we'll hope everybody can get out of the way. I don't know if he's got his tyres warmed up, Excellence, because he's taking it very slowly. But now he gets on the power. And this will be his last lap in this session, unless he messes up this one and goes for another one after. But here comes Excellence. Can he get pole twice this weekend? It would be quite the achievement. And he nearly did it in Hungary. But what can you do this time around? So he's 27 milliseconds down on K5's first sector. That is not bad at all. Ooh, right on the limit there of track limits. Ooh, nearly got impeded there by Ferrari. He goes a little wide. And yeah, he's backed off. So did that Ferrari interfere with him? He did get out of the way, but it would have distracted him a little. So excellence isn't going to improve. He might need another lap to try and go again. Yeah, excellent slowing right down to get his ERS back up. Journey's really on the Tiger hype train. He thinks he's going to do great. Well, save that for a race. Here comes Comic now, though. He will be the first to set a lap time. And what can he do? Tiger game, can you explain to us if you did get impeded? Or what happened, or if you just couldn't make it out? But here is Comic. His teammate got knocked out in Q2. What can he do? Yeah, he got impeded. Yeah, unfortunate there for Tiger, but we've still got a whole race ahead of us. And if Div 3 was anything to go by, then anything could happen. Sorry, Emu was on a lap there, and he went P7, but still, only P7 for Emu. That is his qualifying, so bit disappointing there for the McLaren. What's Comic on now? He's just over a 10th down on K5's time. Oh, he's gone wide though, and he spins on the exit. Comic spinning round, and that is his qualifying. He will not be improving. So K5 will not improve, and now he's squirming off to get out of the way of the cars who are on a lap. So who'll be first across the line? Jay Morris has been on his lap. And coming around the final corner now, can he displace his championship rival up top of the table? Yes, he can! He goes fastest by 3 milliseconds. What has K5 got in answer to that? Excellence is pitting. He won't improve. What is K5 doing? Can he take pole back off Jay Morris? He crosses the line, and he can by 1.5 tenths. Great lap there from K5. What about Jeezy? What has he got now? He isn't improving. He's made a mistake. What can the rest do? It's only L. Alex and Shocklade who are left to set a lap. Alex, just over a 10th down. He could be on for a front row, maybe. Could we have a Ferrari front row? Here comes Alex now. Round the final turn, flat out from the Ferrari. He comes to the line, and he only improved by 5 milliseconds, so a bit underwhelming there. From Alex, Shocklade is the last person to try and deny K5. What can he do? And he's only P8. So nobody in the end could beat K5. He was just too quick. Jay Morris gave it a good go, but K5 did exactly what he needed to do if he wants to regain that championship lead. K5 will start on pole, and the top two in the championship will start on the front row, and we are in for a feisty turn one. So here is your qualifying. Only 8 drivers in Q3. K5 taking pole by quite some margin, to be fair. Jeremy Morris P2, he'll be happy to start next to his championship rival. Excellence P3, a good showing from him, the Div 3 driver. Jeezy also looking competitive in P4. Comic P5, Alex in the other Ferrari P6, Emu only P7, he'll be a bit disappointed. And Shocklade P8. So we're in for an exciting Spanish Grand Prix, which will take place shortly. What time should I tell him to ready up? So we're going to ready up at 34, so that is 26-2. And get your race predictions in. Who's going to win? Or name me your top 3. These are the tyres as it stands, but I think that's going to be changing. Track limits isn't that big of a problem around here, so I don't think that'll really intervene with the race result too much. Oh, and somebody has readied up early. Somebody readied up early. I'm not sure who it was. But we are going to get going earlier than we wanted. It's 5 red lights. And there's a hold on the line. We finally get going. And it's Jay Morris looking over to K5M5 off the start. Make your way down towards turn 1. They're pretty equal. Heading down into turn 1. The 2 championship rivals. Excellence having a look to the inside. But Jay Morris takes the lead of the Spanish Grand Prix. Excellence down the inside of K5. Can he make it Ferrari 1-2? No, he can't. Mercedes 1-2, I should say. Jeezy trying to get past Excellence on the outside of turn 3. Excellence just saying end for now. Comic P5. Shocklay's had a good start. Up to P6. Wheel to wheel of Excellence. Let's get the telemetry enabled as heading down into turn 4. It's been an incident of a back. And there is Jeezy going off into the gravel. Not sure what happened there, but Jeezy off to the gravel. Dropping all the way to the back. Haas have had a shocker at the start. But it is Jay Morris away in the lead. K5, as there's a safety car, I think. Yeah, everybody slow down. There is a safety car. So safety car enabled, just like in Div 3 yesterday. Let's hope this doesn't become too much of a reoccurrence. But let's have a look at the position changes. So Soviet King, Tiger, and I'm Very Bad appearing to have an incident. Yeah, well, I'm Very Bad's lost his whole front wing. It's only a virtual safety car, so that means that these drivers at the back won't gain that much. Idiot, look at his start, up 8 positions. Now that is something. But we do go racing again now on Flov, already right on the back of L Alex, but we look to P2 as Excellence on those soft tyres, looking feisty behind K5M5. On those soft, pulls ahead of a Ferrari. It is a Mercedes 1-2 here at Catalonia. Coming wheel to wheel with Shockley. And now, the AlphaTauri pulling wheel to wheel. The Alpine into turn 1. Can Shockley go running outside? Yes, he can. That'd be a brilliant move if he pulls it off wheel to wheel, though. Running on board with the Alpine a Comic. Shockley wants to hang it round the outside on the exit. Shockley burning the battery and Shockley just getting ahead. But can go back down the inside? No, he can't. Shockley up to P4. What a start from the AlphaTauri. Up 4 positions. Meanwhile, Flov, wheel to wheel of Alex. Alex trying to go down the inside of Comic. Flov round the outside of a Ferrari on the exit. Wheel to wheel with the Ferrari. And he's pulling ahead and does get ahead of the Ferrari. So up to P6. Flov also with a brilliant start. Emu trying to get ahead on those softs as well. Alex, interestingly, gone for the hards. So a very mixed spread here of tyres between the field. Flov on the softs as well, as here is Emu going down the inside of Alex. Alex struggling on those hard tyres. Emu also up to P7. As double check position change as Soviet Kings spun at the back, I think. Still, loads of people gaining loads of spots. But Excellence, does he want the lead of a race? On those soft tyres, burning his battery, doesn't want the lead. I don't think J Morris is going to fight it. Excellence, a Div 3 driver. Pulls to the inside. Pulls to the lead. Excellence takes the lead of races. Here is Flov now. Having a look at Comic down the inside of the Alpine and making a bit of contact. Flov does get through though. In a bit of an argy-bargy way, but he does get through. Emu now. He'll have a look at Comic. The medium's not firing up as well as he would have liked. Alex just about keeping with them, but Emu always practically pushing Comic. Round turn 4, just has to stay behind for now. Meanwhile, Shockley putting K5 under pressure. The medium's really inferior to the softs at the minute. It seems like a big difference. Flov will kind of catch this train back up. Yeah, battling all the way down the field. Mars had a good start after his poor qualifying. He's up to P9. Idiot, obviously, with his good start, he's gained a lot of positions. But if we look back to the front, it is a battle for second at the minute. Jay Morris just about in the DRS of Excellence, but is he going to lose that? It's going to be tight. The detection are nearly there. Soviet Kings retired, as there's another virtual safety car. This time it isn't a safety car, so in Div 3, that probably would have been a safety car, but it's good to see that there isn't a safety car every lap. So virtual safety car enabled. We'll hope nobody gets a drive-through penalty. Meanwhile, Idiot, has he got wing damage? He's pitting very early. Is this a weird strat, or has he got wing damage? We'll see. as he pulls into his pit box. Soviet King has left. Are they changing his front wing? Yes, they are. So that's an unplanned stop for Idiot. And he got front wing damage from somewhere. But we await to go racing again. It's quite a long virtual safety car. DRS will be enabled when we get back going. And these drivers on the softs will be looking to make the most of while they're the fastest tyre. Because we don't know how long it'll take for the mediums to become better. As we get going again now, I think. Or do we? No, we don't. The DRS enabled. Now we get back going. A Shockblade all over the back of K5. And it's going to be a double overtake. These softs look much quicker than the mediums. Jay Morris has dropped out the DRS of Excellence. They're all full battery now. It's going to be a full-blown battle down towards turn 1. Jay Morris, championship leader versus K5, second in the championship, versus Shockblade, last week's race winner. Here he comes. Shockblade to the inside of K5. He's gaining on Jay Morris as well. Does he want to make the double overtake? Yes, he does. Down into turn 1. Shockblade down the inside. Jay Morris doesn't want to give it up. And on the exit, Jay Morris hangs it around the outside. But now Shockblade with the inside. Right out ball with K5. Can he try and get it? He gets on the grass. Nearly spins out. Jay Morris trying to stay at a K5. Does he want to come back at Shockblade? No, he doesn't. Just stays behind in P3 for now. K5, P4. Flob all over the back of him as well. These softs are rapid at the minute. As heading down into turn 5. There's a bit of contact there. Flob, it's back to K5. Still just making their way through for now. K5 don't want to give it up. Does Flob want to go down the inside? It's turn 7. That's risky. He's going to make it work though. Flob down the inside. Up to P4 for a millisecond before he spins on the exit. That's dropped him down all the way to P9. Unfortunate error there for the Alfa Romeo, which puts all his good work to waste as he drops back down to P9. The battle for P2 still rages on. As Shockley, he will now try and hunt down Excellence in P1. Jay Morris pulling away from K5 a little. K5 struggling. Our pole sitter dropping away from his championship rival. This is not what he needs. Comic though, what can he do? With Emu right on the back of him, heading down the main straight. Does Emu want to try and overtake the Alpine? Comic wants to overtake K5. Comic's already burned a lot of his DRS. Mars looking close behind Alex. Here he comes into turn 1. Mars down the inside, or is he? No, Alex goes wide though. Does Mars want to try the switch back? No, just has to stay behind for now. Field's very spread out behind Flob. There's a massive train here. Behind Shockley, who can't pull away from Jay Morris at the minute. Although he is catching Excellence in front. If you could get in the DRS of Excellence, that would be crucial. As Excellence has already burnt a lot of his DRS, so tactics are with Shockblade and Jay Morris for now. K5 just about hanging in the DRS of the Mercedes. But this train still carries on. And I think they're just happy to sit with each other for now. G-Eazy also trying to make his way back up the order after his incident at turn 4, going off into the gravel. Is anyone close enough to look for a move? The Emu is closest, as Mars, I think, made an error there, because that allows Flov to get past him. So Flov back up into 8, trying to recover from his mistake earlier. Still, everyone in formation now, as crucially, Shockley has got within the second of Excellence. Meanwhile, G-Eazy battling with Babish into turn 1. G-Eazy up into the top 10 in the Haas, recovering from his error. Alex is coping quite alright on those hards, just about sticking with Emu in front. Shockley has caught Excellence, and what is the AlphaTauri going to do? They're on a strange strategy, Excellence and Shockley. And does Shockley want to go for the move? Or is he just happy to sit behind the Mercedes? He's in a Mercedes sandwich at the minute, so Mercedes can play this tactically with one of the drivers on softs and one of them on mediums. But still, this train, incredibly long and incredibly tight. You have top 3 really close. Shockley sliding through turn 4. Jay Morris nearly at the back of him. That was close. Meanwhile, K5, did he make an error there? Because Comic has got past him. And now heading down the main straight. K5 wants to come back at him. Does he even want to do anything? No, he doesn't. Comic burning his battery to stay ahead. Meanwhile, Jay Morris coming back at Shockley. Now it's turn 1 going round the outside of his AlphaTauri. Shockley just hangs onto it for now. Comic now racing up to the back of Jay Morris. Can he shake for a move? No, he can't. Jay Morris just hanging onto it for now. Comic very low on battery though. Along with Excellence, they've already burnt a lot of their early ERS from the virtual safety car. Meanwhile, Alex and Flav trying to get back up to this train. Mars has dropped back a little. He seems to be struggling. He might fall into the clutches of G-Easy eventually. But Shocklade, after that error, he's just about kept in the DRS of Excellence. And will he be close enough to shake for a move into turn 1? Excellence seems to have a bit of a nice gap at the moment. Heading around the final turn, seems like Excellence will have it covered. Trying to break the toe. I mean, Shockblade's not falling for that one. Anybody shaping for a move further back? Overall, just line astern in their positions. But Excellence will be one most at risk because he does not have DRS. But when will the time come that these mediums become faster than the softs? That is a question. The softs seem to have the pace advantage for now. Alex is right on the back of Emu, so his hards might start to come into play eventually. Flav has also kept with this train just about. Oh, as I say, that Ferrari of Alex squirming a bit on the exit. He is really putting pressure on Emu in front there. Does he want to shake for a move? Emu just covers it off with a bit of ERS. But yeah, Excellence going wide now. This could leave him vulnerable to an attack from Shocklade down the main straight. It's going to be hard to defend, especially with less ERS. So how does Excellence and Shocklade want to play this? Are they going to sit where they are? Or does Shocklade want the lead? And does Excellence not want to give it up? Down the main straight. Shocklade's burning his battery. He wants the lead of a race. Excellence isn't going to fight it. And Shocklade, from P8 on the grid, takes the lead of the Spanish Grand Prix. Shocklade, brilliant first in. And let's see what he can do in the lead of this race now. The order behind staying the same. But yeah, the top 8 all in contention for a race win here. They're all sticking with each other. It's like F1 Esports. Emu right behind the Ferrari. McLaren's also in a team sandwich. This time it's Ferrari. Yeah, any of the top 8 could win this. And it's just about strategy now and how much the tyres drop off. Jay Morris is sitting pretty on ERS. Comic's burnt a bit. But Jay Morris is saving it all up. He's playing this tactically with Mercedes. And he's looking to extend his lead in the championship. K5 squirming a bit at the back. Oh, as there is the first shot drawn. Excellence into the pits on lap 10. Assuming hard tyres, I presume. Anybody looking for a move down the field? Doesn't look like Excellence. What tyres is he on? He is on the hards, yes. So he is on the hards. So Excellence will be going to the end of the race, and we'll see what the rest of the field react to this. Shockley, though, he's under pressure from Jay Morris. Those softs seem to be dying off. Here comes Jay Morris round the outside of turn 4. They make contact. Jay Morris squirms around. Coming now up to P2. K5, can he get ahead of his championship rival? Round the outside of turn 5. Jay Morris doesn't want to give it up. And on the outside, K5 just has to give the place up. But Jay Morris making contact with Shockley there. And that might get looked at after this race. K5 might be vulnerable to Emu now. Whose softs still seem alright at the moment. What can Comic do now? He may be looking to take the lead of this race. Meanwhile, Idiot, he's brawling at the back. with Twosteri and Excellence. Excellence come out in a bad spot. He's coming behind Twosteri, and oh, that's tight for Twosteri, but he's come out in a really bad spot here behind the McLaren and the Williams. Twosteri really struggling. Meanwhile, we look back to the front. Here comes Comic now. On the AlphaTauri, Shockley stayed out, not covering up Excellence. Comic takes the lead of the race now. Meanwhile, Flaw wheel to wheel with Alex on the exit. Flaw does get ahead a bit of Orthodox, but he does get ahead of safety car. Safety car is enabled. The safety cars come out. There's a bit of chaos there. K5 went off a track. But Drabstyle is out of this race. And the safety car enabled. And that is going to really screw over Excellence, who pitted 1 lap before the safety car came out. And surely everybody is now going to pit. But that has got to be gutting for Excellence. Everybody else is going to be happy to pit and come out ahead of him. Excellence will now might be a net P7 maybe. So yeah, that is your net order now. Shockley has really made that stint work. Because everyone's got to pit for hard, surely. Apart from L. Alex. I don't know what L. Alex is going to do now. Is he going to stay out? Or is he going to pit with everybody else? He might be forced onto a 2-stop if he pits now. But you'll see everybody in the pits. Everybody diving in. L. Alex stays out. And his hard strategy really has not worked. Bit of contact there. Heading into the pit lane. Meanwhile, what is the battle in the pit stop's going to be like? Emu's got disqualified. What the? Emu disqualified from the session. I don't know why, but Emu has been disqualified. Comet gets out ahead. Shockley. Is he ahead of Jay Morris? Yes, he is. But Emu is disqualified. That is unbelievable. Where is Excellence? He is P8. P7. Excellence was P1, now he's P7, and that has really ruined things for him. But Emu, I don't know how he got disqualified. He said he was blocking the pit lane, but I don't know how that's possible. Idiot got a 5-second time penalty as well. So this has really caused some chaos in this Grand Prix. Flov, interestingly, he's gone to the mediums. Flov and Mars both on the mediums, so they think that they can get through to the end of the race on the mediums. Idiot's being in the pit lane, naughty. I mean, you want to talk about Penn's ARS Cup Gamer. I mean, you've had your fair share, so. But that was a little mean, but still. Can't give what you get. But L. Alex on these worn hards is going to be a sitting duck to the cars behind and is only going to cause chaos to those behind, really. So everybody has caught up, apart from I'm very bad idiot. Oh, that was tight from the Williams. Drifting through the pit entry. Idiot. I don't think he knows it. He can't. Can he serve 5-second penalties under? I might be hearing this wrong, but I don't think he can serve 5-second penalties under the safety car. So come in now and we'll see. Oh no, he is serving it. So he's just getting rid of his 5-second time penalty. And then he should catch up to the pack. So safety car should be in this lap. But Drabsal really not having a good return to racing here in Spain. And Williams really not having a good day. But yeah, this is going to be carnage on the restart with Alex. Going to be holding everybody up. Comic will be hoping to get past him as soon as possible because he's only going to get held up. But let's have a look at position change. So there you go. Alex up 5, but he has to pit. Comic up 3, Shockblade up 5. K5 down 4, he's the biggest loser. Flov, even after that mistake, he's a net P5, so Flov's done well there. Mars, he's struggling, he's P, but he started P15, he's P8, so he's still doing well. But we are about to get racing. Jeezy's overtaking Mars for some reason. Keep tire graphic up. We're about to get racing, and Alex will be running where he's going to go. How can he catch out the Alpine of Comic? But Comic is not who he's racing. He's going to be racing at the back after he pits. But Shockblade will be focused on the Alpine because he knows there's a good chance with the Ferrari of Alex going to be holding everybody up. So we are going to get racing in a matter of seconds. And where is Alex going to go? He's going very slowly. He's really leaving this late. He might leave this all the way to the line. Heading around the final corner. Now he gets on the throttle, and now we do go racing. A Comic is right behind the Ferrari. He's going to want to dispatch with him quickly. Heading down in turn 1. Here he comes, the Alpine of Comic, with the slipstream, with the RS, coming to the outside, or inside I should say, of Alex. And down the inside goes Comic. Can he get ahead of a Ferrari? No, he can't, and Alex is on the exit. Shockley gets wing damage from that. J Morris goes around the outside, he hits K5. Shockley goes on the track. Flov says thank you very much, I'll take both positions. J Morris up to P2. Alex trying to get in as well. Flov now, can he go around the outside of Alex? The Ferrari pushed him a little wide, but Flov gets a move done. Mars up to P6 now. He's opportunistic as there's G-Easy down the inside, and he spins around K5M5. K5M5 spun around to the back. Mars also involved in that, down to the back as well. G-Easy with a kamikaze dive there. And has took out 2 championship contenders. Flov is up to P3. He's had a mad start. Idiot gets a time penalty. His second penalty in 2 laps. Tiger goes down the inside of Babish, and he gets up to P7. He's on a comeback. Both Aston Martins making a comeback as well. But absolute heartbreak for K5. Excellence is also involved in that as well. Tiger's flying at the minute. He's ahead of Shockblade. Shockblade's got to pit. There's chaos there. Shockblade gets pushed off into the gravel. His race is unraveled here. I think the Aston Martin have very bad hit him. On the exit now, they go away down towards turn 1. Idiot. He's having a look at Mars. Mars having a look at the Aston Martin in front, but absolute chaos at the restart. But it is Comic out in front. Flov got ahead of J Morris in that kerfuffle. And Flov, he will now pursue the Alpine of Comic in front on those medium tyres. He's going to want to make them last while they're good. Shockley with that wing damage is staying out. I don't know why, because he's only going to compromise his own race. They've both got wing damage. I'm very bad in Shockley. K5 doesn't. He'll be looking to make a comeback. But there's a big train behind Babish now of about 5 cars, and they'll all be looking to get past. Alex, P4, still on those hard tyres, and here comes Jeezy now looking to make the move. He'll certainly get a pen after his shenanigans at the restart. Alex just lets the Haas go. But Haas, they've all of a sudden come alive here, and they're on for a P4 and 5 at the minute. Meanwhile, Flov all the time gaining on Comic. Burn a little more ERS, but Comic on those mediums looking fast. His DRS is now enabled, so that'll be used against him soon. Meanwhile, K5 gets back at a Shockblade. No love lost between them two. Excellence coming at Twoosh Sterry. Meanwhile, Tiger does get ahead of Alex. This train behind, though, rages on as here comes Excellence down the inside of Twoosh Sterry. Does Twoosh Sterry want to fight it? Yes, he does. Into turn 1. Oh, that's bad camera angle. Twoosh just stays there, but Excellence back around the outside. Now has the inside and does take P10, so up to the top 10 for Mercedes. Can Twoosh come back, though? To the inside of turn 4? No, just stays behind. Meanwhile, Flov, right behind Comic, is surely going to make a move next lap. On those medium tyres, needs to pull away from Comic while they are good. And can he make them to the end of a race? That is a question. But Flov, as it stands, looking quick. And the top 3 are pulling away from the rest of the field for now. J Morris just about keeping in their DRS. But what can Flov do now? Down the main straight. Meanwhile, Babish battling with Mars. Mars down the inside on Mars up to P7. Idiot will now try and capitalise on their battling. But Mars will now try and have a go at Alex, who is struggling on those hard. And look at him, he's sliding around the final corner. And that's surely going to leave him rumble. Meanwhile, here comes Flov. Gaining on Comic. They're both burning the battery. But Comic has to let it go. And Flov takes the lead of this Grand Prix. After starting P10 on the grid, Mars does get ahead of Alex and up to P6. But what can Flob do now on these medium tyres? Can he pull away from Alex? Babish also getting ahead of Alex, who is just falling like a stone on these old hard tyres. 2 Hasses though going very well. P4 and 5. I thought Ma will be happy. Can Comic stick with Flob now? And what can J Morris do behind? He's got the most ERS out of all 3 of them. Comic burning his battery. You don't want to let Flob go up front. Down to 2nd gear. That's very unorthodox from the Alpine. Still keeping with them, but meanwhile, Excellence gets ahead of Idiot. I think Idiot might have just let him go there, but Excellence looking quick, and he'll surely dispatch of Alex as well. Does Comic want to lead back? As Flob fastest lap of the race, 13.9. Comic just about keeping with him for now in DRS. Meanwhile, Alex finally pits and ends his suffering. Swoosh Stary. Oh, moves everywhere. Look, Mars has suddenly come alive on his medium tyres. He's up to P5 now. Flob looked nowhere in the first stint. Now he's really ramped up the pace. K5, that's got to be a warning for track limits. What can Mars try and catch up to be easy now? But top 3 running away with this as it stands. It's about whether Comic can stick with the DRS of Flob. Flob pulling a slight gap. Meanwhile, Tiger gets back ahead of Mars. So just as Mars was looking forward, he's all of a sudden dropped behind again, and Babish has caught back up to the pack. So fascinating stuff this is. Battles everywhere you look down this field. We'll focus at the top for now. 7 temps cover the top 2. Comic's burning a bit of his battery to keep with him, but he is just about staying within that DRS. It's very difficult to regain DRS here. Meanwhile, Mars coming back at Tiger. Tiger don't want to give it up. But heading down the straight, is it inevitable? Here comes Mars, switches to the inside. Nice little fake there from the Red Bull. Mars down the inside of Tiger, takes back P5. Can Babish try and capitalise on a battling? No, he can't. Just stays behind for now. This is great racing all the way down the field. And it seems to have calmed down a bit after that safety car restart. Oh, Jeezy with a big snap out of turn 4 there. Just about keeping it on the island. Comic though, keeping with Flob crucially. And it's about when these hard tyres become better than the mediums. Flob also burnt a bit of his ERS there, trying to pull away from Comic, but Comic has the advantage for now. Jay Morris has nearly dropped out of DRS, so he's got to be careful. If he loses ERS, then it could result in a loss. On the exit, he just about kept within it then. Tiger though, keeping within Mars' DRS, which is also crucial. Babish. Shout out to Babish this race, you know, because Div 3 driver, and he's currently running P7. Speaking of Div 3 drivers, what can Excellence do? Meanwhile, look to the front. Comic had a look there into turn 1. Does Excellence want to have a go? Well, Tiger wants to have a go at Mars. Can Mars hang it around the outside? No, he can't. Tiger takes back P5. Tiger doesn't want to let Mars catch back up to his teammate, and Tiger's got his own train here. Babish, Excellence, all looking to capitalise on these guys' battles. I'm very bad, gets a time penalty. He is very bad if you're getting a time penalty at this track. Well, this battle is dead set between the top 3, but Jay Morris, he'll be happy that K5 is down and out in this race. Oh, Comic squirming around turn 7. Burning his battery, he knows he doesn't want to lose that DRS to the Alfa Romeo. But squirming through turn 9. It's still under DRS though, that's a crucial thing. Only just. Meanwhile, Babish. Can he try and make a move on Mars? Alex gets a penalty. Ferrari's race is unravelled after it looked so good at the start. Meanwhile, making our way around the penultimate corner. Here comes Excellence now. They're both flashing on ERS. Mars gets Tiger back. Can Excellence get Babish into turn 1? Just stays behind. And this train keeps changing positions and jumping all around. And they're not gaining on GEZ, but they're not losing either. So, awkward position for these drivers. J Morris has the ERS advantage on these two at the minute. Once again, Comic just edging that ERS a little. Meanwhile, J Morris is saving a lot behind him, so he could be in a good position to win this race. When will the mediums on Flov go off? Or will they ever go off? Flov's starting to eke out that gap a little every lap. Comic's burning the battery, he doesn't want to let Flov go. Meanwhile, we look back to this battle. Any moves looking behind? Does Excellence want to make a move? Babish might want to make a move on Tiger. Tiger's dropped back a little from Mars here. But they stay line astern for now. But the 2 Div 3 drivers putting pressure on the 2 Div 2 drivers, I should say. This could get feisty. Well, Babish, Excellence, and Twooge all Div 3 drivers. Right next to each other. Excellence having a look at Babish, still just stays behind. Top 3 get even closer now. Less than a second covers them. Comic and Flov are now level on ERS. J Morris is over double theirs. Oh, as I'm very bad as retired in the pits, so Aston Martin having another bad day, but Barish, fair enough, is P7, but he won't contribute any points as a reserve. Comic had a bad last sector there, could back put him under pressure from J Morris a little. Aim around the final corner, does J Morris want to shake for a move? No, he doesn't. Comic burning even more battery. Oh, does he want the lead of a race? No, he doesn't. But he's now on less CRS than 12. Meanwhile, Excellence ahead of Babish and Tiger trying to come back. At Mars, oh, there's a Aston Martin in the way there. I'm very bad, comes out of the pits as a retired car and pretty much impedes them, and that has brought these 4 right back together again as here comes Excellence. Can he try and shake for a move, but Tiger goes wide. Can Excellence try and have the inside now? Excellence on the exit of 4, can he go around the outside of 5? On the hash, just has to stay behind for now. Val having a look as well. But Aston Martin has really thrown these 3 into chaos. But the top 3 still running away with this. And all the while, these 2 burn ERS. J Morris just building it up. Twisteri is left, so I'll invite him. On the exit, Comic nearly lost DRS there to Flog. He's burning a lot more battery. Burning all of it even. Does he want the race lead? No, he doesn't. Comic has burned all of his battery just to keep with Flog. While J Morris hasn't burnt a single bit. Meanwhile, look at this battling. Here we go into turn 1. Tiger running outside of Mars. Gets a move done. Excellence trying to have a look now. Babish has fallen back. Maybe he made an error. So now, the battle for P5 is just between these 3. And Ismar's medium's going to start to go off now. Flov seems to be doing fine on his mediums. Can Excellence shake for a move around the outside? Does he want to switch back? Just staying behind. Now battle will rage on down towards turn 1. We cut back to the front. It's incredibly close between these 3. Pretty much equal pace. Just over a second separates them. Comic still burning his battery. J-Mar still not burning any. Oh, meanwhile, Mars coming back at Tiger. Will to Will into turn 1. Still Will to Will into turn 2. What can Excellence do about this? Brilliant camera angle. Excellence trying to make it free wide around the outside. Tiger up to P5. Mars squeezes out Excellence. Excellence has a lot back down the inside. Can't make it work. On the exit, though, he's trying to come back at Mars. Into turn 5. Round the outside goes the Mercedes. Can he hang it around the outside? No, he can't. Mars just staying ahead. As I predicted, no track limit penalties occurring for now. But we keep coming back between these 3 and the other 3 for P5. Brilliant battling all down the field. J Morris looks a little closer to Comic. And when will he start to burn that ERS he has built up so massively? I think this might be the time to use it because he's burning it now. But Comic also burning it. He's actually coming at Flav now. Does he want to retake the lever race? Yes, he does. Comic down the inside. Does Flav want to give it up? No, he doesn't. On the exit, but Will to Will. Flav squirts around a little bit. He goes in the gravel. Flav drops back. Just about keeps it in a straight line. But Flav dropping back. That could be out of him. Out of contention for the win. And safety car. The safety car is out. The safety car has been deployed. And I'm not sure if that was because of Flav's moment, but if it was, then that is complete bullshit. But anyway, the safety car is out, and that throws another cow amongst the pigeons. Now, are people going to pit for softs? Is the question. We could have a mad scramble at the end. I think it was Alex, okay. I didn't quite catch what happened to Alex, but yeah, this bunches everyone back up, and we could see more chaos on this restart. And Comic pits, J Morris pits, Flav also pits, so everybody coming in. Is anybody going to risk it and stay out? What's Jeezy going to do? He is also pitting. What do these 3 do, who have been battling all race? Mars pits, Tiger pits, Excellence pits, Bav pits, K5 also pits. Yeah, so everyone pits. Tweed is the last man left to pit, and he does pit. So the whole field are pitting for softs. And everybody has actually got a set of softs left. So Alex does have no front wing, so he may have been a reason why he didn't get going again. But we're going to have about, what, 3 laps to decide this race. And if we're going off pace, then either 3 of these could win this. But could GZ, Mars, or Tiger spring surprise and capitalise on these 3 battling? Alex also pitting, so we won't get it in next lap. I think we'll have 4 laps of racing. It's just like Hungary this time, times 4 with 4 extra laps. So everybody has caught the safety car apart from Idiot, Alex and Shocklade. Oh, Bavish got a penalty somewhere in there. Oh, he must have spent in the pit lane. So Bavish, unfortunate for him, he was doing so well. But Bavish with a 5-second penalty, that will really compromise him. Considering it's a safety car. Unless he pits now to get rid of it. That might be a good idea for Bavish. The other penalties are for Idiot and Alex and their track limits. So that doesn't matter. 4 assignments, 13 drivers left. There can only be 1 winner. Is Bavish going to pit to get rid of that penalty? No, he isn't. So Bavish is going to stick with that penalty. This is still anyone's game now. It looked like it was between the top 3 before the safety car. It's anyone's game now. Safety car should be in this lap. Oh, but Chocolate's pitting again for some reason. Did he get wing damage? No, he didn't. So I don't know why Chocolate's pitting again. But he is, and that might keep the safety car out another lap, depending on how long it takes Shockwave to catch up. He might still catch it in time, to be fair. But if it's in this lap, we'll get 4 laps of racing. If it's in the next lap, we get 3 laps. But either way, this is going to be a frantic finish. I don't think it'll be in this lap. Yeah, I think we'll have another lap behind the safety car. Which will only mean we'll have 1 lap with DRS. So that'll actually help Comet, because we'll have less to defend against from Jay Morris. But Slipstream is very powerful. So we'll see how it plays out. I don't know why he was saying no safety car, because penalties. Here are penalties: 5 seconds for Babish, 3 for Idiad, and 3 for Alex. Safety car, pretty much guaranteed it will be in this lap. So we have a 3-lap shootout to decide the Spanish Grand Prix, which has been full of great battles, few crashes here and there, but overshadowed by the brilliant driving from the top 3. Flob, J Morris and Comic have been leaps and bounds ahead of the rest. But this has turned into anyone's game now. GZ, Mars, Tiger, Excellence, they all have chances. And we'll all find out who is the winner in the next 5 minutes. So we await the second timing beam. Rise is simping over Comic as we speak. So he'll be wishing his driver on. But J Morris and Flob will have something to say about that. Here we go, safety car in this lap, and it is all about where does Comic go. J Morris will be eyeing up that Alpine on his rear wing and ready to accelerate whenever Comic even touches the throttle pedal. Weaving around, trying to get temperature in his tyres. Tweed and K5 are battling for some reason at the back. But Comic awaiting that Alpine to step on the power. And don't count out Flov either. He's been looking quick all day. What can he do against these two? Comic weaving around, keeping that temperature in his tyres. And now he gets underway, and that's a good restart from Comic. Gets 5/10 gap on J Morris, and heading through the final corner, we have 3 laps to decide this race. Heading down to turn 1. Comic burning his ERS. J Morris isn't burning any. Smart from the Mercedes. Heading down into turn 1. Who's looking to make a move? Excellence looks close to Babish at the back. Meanwhile, Touche Sterry. Wheels to wheel as the 2 Ferraris go wheels to wheel into turn 1. K5 has dropped back a little bit. K5 at the back of the field. While J Morris up to P2. That's a shame there for the Ferrari. Excellence having a look at Tiger. But all of them still keeping in the same order for now. We'll keep an eye on the front. Comic already burned a little more ERS than J Morris. Flov also with an advantage on both of them. So what can these top 3 do? And J Morris will need to stick in the DRS of the Alpine if he wants any chance at winning this Grand Prix. They're both burning all the battery they've got. On K5's had a spin of it. He's lost his front wing. That's why he's going so slowly. K5 has an absolute shocker of a Spanish Grand Prix. K5 still keeping with Comic though, right behind him. 4 tenths, that is a crucial thing. Idia and Alex battling, and Alex has spun out. Was there an incident between him and the Williams? I might get a review later on, but we'll keep with the front. And they're both burning battery. J Morris isn't burning anymore. And he still has the advantage over Comic. Actually, we won't get any laps of DRS, to be fair. Meanwhile, Excellence ahead of Tiger, or is he? Because Tiger's trying to come back at him. He gets on the curb. Does that give the opportunity to Babish go around the outside? Yes, he does. Babish back to P7, but he does have that penalty. So it won't matter too much. Flob, though, right on the back of Jay Morris. Jay Morris drops back a little bit from Comic as Flob pushing Jay Morris around that penultimate turn, or P5, turn 5, I should say. Comic pulling away a little from Jay Morris. Jay Morris still has the RS advantage, though. He needs to get back up behind that Alpine if he wants any chance to win. Flob right behind him, though. Can Flob shake for a move? And he down here, turn 7. Flob down the inside, or does he? No, he doesn't. It's costing him time, though, against Comic. Flob down the inside, wheel to wheel. With the Mercedes, Flob down the inside. Jay Morris spins. Jay Morris spins on the exit. Or does he? Oh, no, sorry, that was Excellence. Sorry, that was Excellence who spun round. Meanwhile, Comic has a nice gap at the front, but what can Flob do about it? Heading down the main straight. Jeezy back into turn 4. Excellent spun round for some reason. Heading down to turn 1 though. Flob right behind Comic. There's only one DRS spot left in this race. And turn 1 is your main overtaking spot, but Flob, he was putting the pressure on K5 in Hungary. He's now putting the pressure on Comic in Spain, and look how close he is to the back of that Alpine. He's not giving this up without a fight. But both on pretty much equal ERS. Flob's running a bit low on fuel, so keep an eye on that. Needs a good exit here, Flob, if he wants any chance. Comic also gets a good one now. Around turn 7, does he have any chance? Here he comes with the DRS. Does he want to try and make a move? It's turn 7. Trying to go around the outside. Don't quite make it work with the switchback though. Here comes Flob. Can he get ahead of Comic? Round the outside of turn 12. Trying to go around the outside of the Alfa Romeo. Round the outside of the Alpine of Comic. Comic bosses in wide. Now on the exit. Can Flob go around the outside? He gets a switchback. And they contact. Comic and Flob both go off. Jay Morris takes the lead of the race. And Jay Morris is going to win this race in quite remarkable circumstances. Flob and Comic taking each other out. What an end to this Spanish Grand Prix. G-Eazy gets P2. Mars takes P3. Tiger P4. What a dramatic ending to that Grand Prix. Flob tried it around the outside, then he went for the switchback, but got it all wrong and took them both out. And Jay Morris was there to pick up the pieces. And that is going to be a controversial end to this race. Now that was a race, ladies and gentlemen. And there is going to be some words said in the Div 2 chat between Flob and Comic after this race. But that is your finishing order. Jay Morris wins from G-Eazy, and Mars was only a 10th behind that, and Mars got fastest lap as well. That's a big haul of points for the Red Bull. Tiger in P4, great result for Haas. Excellence P5 as well after his spin. Comic does get P6 after that incident, but that will certainly be talked about. Shocklade P7 after his race started so well. Twosteri 8th, Babish 9th. Alex P10 after his struggles for Ferrari. Idiot P11 after he started last. And Flob, after he could have won the race, he ended up P12. And those are your DNFs. K5 with a shocker of a race. He will lose even more points to Jay Morris in the championship. I'm Bad 14th, Drabs out 15th, Soviet King 16th, and Emu rounding off the DNFs with a disqualification. What an end to that Grand Prix. I lost my voice from before that event, and I've just lost it even more from that race. That was a chaotic ending, and I think we're going to get some post-race interviews in here. So let's get some... Yeah, we'll get some drivers in here. Hope we can interview them. Oh, we got Mars in here. Mars, hello, can you hear me?
What's up, PG?
Well, I mean, after qualifying went so badly for you, and yeah, your house Wi-Fi shut off. I think you will gladly take P3, is that, wouldn't you?
Man, I'll take it. I'm happy with it. My pace wasn't great, so I'm honestly surprised. But I think I had the perfect tire strategy. Um, yeah, I got lucky, of course, with a beautiful view of the last lap, all the incidents on the last lap. Yeah, I'll take the podium.
Yeah, I mean, I take it you were one of the benefiters of the safety car.
Yeah, exactly. I was hoping for the safety car, and honestly, they came perfect timing for me, both of them. Um, oh, to be fair, the first one was a bit too late. Like I was just exiting the pits, so I was trying to undercut them, so that destroyed my undercut attempt. And then like after his virtual safety car, I got hit while being alongside with K5. But luckily, I only lost a couple positions, and from there it was just staying alive. Having a fun fight with Tiger actually.
Yeah.
Props to him. Was really great driving.
Yeah. So like it was you, Tiger, Excellence, and Babbage. I think like you four just like kept with each other and kept battling. Yeah, it was really great to watch.
Exactly. Was it a fun race to watch?
Yeah, really good race to watch. But can you give me your opinion on that last lap skirmish?
I have no clue what happened. I just saw people semi-spinning, and at the end, of course, I was side to side with G easy, and suddenly I saw two people in front of me, so I just pressed the brakes. At that moment, I didn't my brain didn't know yet that Fluff was ghosted, so I was so scared. I would just crash with them. But yeah, I didn't properly see what happened. I just saw the aftermath, I guess.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, basically they just both took each other. I'll leave the incidents to sort that out. But yeah, after struggling all weekend, P3 is a great result for you, and even catches you up in the championship. So yeah, great race from you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for commentating. I hope you enjoyed the stream.
No,
And
no problem. I'll yeah, thanks for racing, and I'll see you next week.
I'll see you next week.
Shocklade, hello, can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello. I don't really know what happened to you. I mean, you started the race so well on those softs, took the lead for a bit. Safety car played right into your hands. But then, can you tell me what happened on the safety car restart? Because it seems like ever since then you just fell back.
Yeah, I have an okay restart because Jay Morris was not scratching my rear, but then Comic and Alex went over the curb, and with that threw him back into my path, and I got front wing damage. Then then I obviously didn't quite make the corner, and I think K5 suffered a bit from that. And then I wanted to pit, but somebody was sticking up a rear my inside, and I wanted to lift a bit to let them through and go into the pits. But then someone, I don't know what, he just took me raw dog, and I was on the gravel, and then I had even more front wing, and then was shit.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you benefited from all the crashing at the end, so at least you did manage some points. But yeah, showed a lot of good pace, but just some unfortunate incidents dropped you back really.
Yeah, it was interesting because in the last lap nothing happened for me, but you were so squeaking. It was interesting to me.
Yeah, I mean, lost my voice from the Fortnite event, so yeah, doing that as well made me lose it even more. So yeah, well, thank you for racing, and I hope to see you next week.
Yeah, thank you, and good night.
Right, goodbye. No, that is everyone in the chat, so I'll post it again, just see if there are any more people. But if we don't get any more, then I will end the stream. Well, I don't think we're getting anybody else in. So unless anyone else joins last second, then I will be ending the stream here. So thank you all for watching from wherever you are in the world. An enthralling race with a lot of controversy at the end there. But we got through it, and the winner, Jay Morris, extends his championship lead. And make sure to join us for Div 1 tomorrow. Same time, same place tomorrow in Catalonia. And if today's anything to go wide, tomorrow would be just as good. So thank you for watching, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.